The duration of a gaze can convey a lot of information. A prolonged gaze can be perceived as a challenge. It can indicate attraction from the opposite gender, or it can serve as a warning or even open aggression. If the gaze of the opponent lingers for more than 3 seconds, it can make the conversation partner feel uncomfortable and be perceived as a signal of danger. Experienced manipulators often use this technique to throw the person off balance and undermine their confidence. Sometimes, during a conversation, a person's gaze constantly shifts and does not linger on anything. Psychologists explain this reaction as a result of strong anxiety, dishonesty, shame, or fear. It's important to be aware of the nonverbal cues we give off with our gaze, as well as to pay attention to the gazes of others. The duration of a gaze can reveal a lot about a person's intentions and emotions. It's also important to remember that cultural differences can play a role in the interpretation of a gaze, so it's important to be mindful of that as well. The duration of a gaze is just one aspect of nonverbal communication, and it's important to consider the context in which it occurs. For example, a prolonged gaze during a heated argument might be a sign of aggression, while a prolonged gaze during a romantic moment could indicate attraction. Nonverbal communication, including the duration of a gaze, can be a powerful tool for building trust and connection with others. By maintaining eye contact and holding a gaze for an appropriate amount of time, we can show interest, attentiveness, and honesty. On the other hand, avoiding eye contact or constantly shifting our gaze can signal a lack of confidence or honesty. It's important to strike a balance and be aware of the nonverbal cues we are giving off, as well as to pay attention to the nonverbal cues of others. In addition to the duration of a gaze, there are many other nonverbal cues to consider when it comes to effective communication. Facial expressions, body language, and vocal cues can all play a role in how we communicate with others. For example, crossed arms or a closed posture can signal a lack of openness, while open and expansive body language can indicate confidence and approachability. Similarly, a monotone or flat vocal tone can convey disinterest or boredom, while a varied and expressive vocal delivery can show enthusiasm and engagement. Effective communication is about more than just the words we use. It's about the way we say them and the nonverbal cues we give off. By being aware of these cues and adjusting our own behavior accordingly, we can improve our communication skills and build stronger relationships with others.